while I don't like clutter, I like to have a lot of stuff just organized.
Yeah. And it's like, I think there's like, it's almost like a adult security blanket.
Yes.
I mean, you and I think probably have the same mentality. It's like, well, I might use that someday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I have room for it. I might use it someday.
My dad was like that. And right now, unless there's some type of value to it, I have like a 6-month and a 12-month,
So you're that intentional about it.
If it's in my way.
Yeah. Okay.
And it only goes to the attic if there is some type of value. If I'm just, because I don't want to deal with it, it doesn't go to the attic. It goes to the trash.
Okay. Yep.
Well, and because this is why, may he rest in peace, my dad left me with a mountain of that I had to.
Yeah.
And here was the thing. So he passed away, and it took months. But we cleaned out the garage right away. I did that, most of it, and had a few people come over and say, hey, they're Dad's friends, any tools that you want and whatnot. And then we threw away a bunch of trash. I had a roll-off dumpster come in. We did that at his office. Dude,
there is nothing more therapeutic than a roll-off dumpster in your driveway.
Like I'm saying,
when we moved into this place and we were doing all the remodeling out here in the shop, and we had that dumpster out, dude, it was so therapeutic.
It's nice
to just throw it in there, man. It's like,
so Dad had 3 storage units, different places. One was kind of climate controlled, and he kept some of his office records there and whatnot. Had to deal with those too.
Probably all paper too.
Yeah. And so we calculated the storage just on the 2 primaries that we had and how long we had them, which was over 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And so basically in storage fees that were paid, we were over $40,000. And if we would have sold everything that was in there, every last little thing, we could have netted $2,500, $3,000, because it was old. It was old when it went in there, but Dad didn't want to part with it.
That's such a good perspective. Yeah.
And so here we could have had a memorable family trip to wherever, all expenses paid. We could have gone to Europe for 40 large.
Yeah. In first class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we didn't have that. What we had was the memory of me and a guy that has one of the dump trailers, and he does some construction cleanup.
Yeah.
Actually, he just passed away too. That sucks. People dropping like flies.
Tell you what, man.
But he pulled up outside the storage building, and we just started flinging.
Yeah, that's where I think I got to that point when we moved into this place.
Yeah,
because we moved in and it was fully furnished,
and I'd see something that was like a childhood memory, but it's half rotted, and then I'm all like weeping and crying. I forgot to tell him that it was Dad's storage unit, so he just thought I was like, I don't know. He didn't know. He didn't understand the assignment.
Poor guy.
No, and then but he knew me, Well, but I was like, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. This is all Dad stuff. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
and so it was like an
in there
entirely different perspective, So he's like, ooh.
Yeah.
He's like, what's wrong with this guy? Oh, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
So he's like, what? I'll bring you anything that looks like it might be valuable. Just go sit in the truck for a minute. So anyway, that was a huge task, and that was a heartache. So I'm not going to do that to my kids.